Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I am here with another video. As you can see now, let's begin with today's tutorial. So it's about in the series of basic language tutorial, as you can see. So let's make another notebook. So that's text, and let's rename it. So let's rename it as Notes on Basic Language Tutorial Hatch 2. So let's open it. So now, as you can see here, so now today we are going to learn about the codes of basic language. So codes of basic language, today we are going to learn this. So let's increase its font size. Okay, so as you can see, codes of basic language. So it's the final finally we are here to do some codes class. In the previous class, what we have learned, that let's open it and see. This is the thing that you can get in the previous video. So basic language character set, we have learned about that, and what are the you can say basic interfaces of basic language, strings, variables, and all that. So in this video we will be learning about codes of basic language. So let's begin with today's class. So at first let's write rem. So I don't expect that you know this, just listen it and just note that rem is just one code. Just remember that rem is just one code. Now I am explaining what is the function of rem. So what we write is that line number, suppose line number, we write line number at first in basic language, line number, then we write rem. After writing the rem, what we write? We write rem 2 or rem program 2, rem program 2 or rem 2 something. So let us write something like this. So let's see it in our QBasic. What will be our let's open QB64 and now let's check that what is the use of this rem thing. So let's now adjust it. Okay, so as I have adjusted, now let us write here rem. So as you can see, I have not written any of the line number in here. It is showing the line number automatically. If I press enter, again one line number comes. So this feature in the basic QBasic is just a code editor. You can say code editor, and basic language is a compiler, you can say. So code editor, in this code editor, what you can say is that it is a very good feature that it automatically gives you the line number. So let's now write that rem program 2, suppose saying making our first app. So to making for making our first app, rem this 2. I'm writing this, suppose, and if I run, okay, don't show this again because it's showing every time. I don't like it. So if I write this, then what the thing that we will get? Let's see. So it's creating exe file. Okay, so as you can see, nothing is shown. So why? We can see black screen, nothing is there. Press any key to continue. If I press anything, it will just go. So what is the what is the definition of rem, or what is this RAM needed for? So let's write here structure, structure, structure of RAM is this. So let's now write importance of RAM. So what is the importance of RAM? It describe, or it is just a note when a programmer, suppose when a programmer is doing coding for many days, months or years in this, then the programmer may sometime get confused that what is this program really about. So what is the function? The function is that the programmer is typing or doing coding for many days, and suppose he is doing many codings at a time, and he suppose when he opens something, he might get confused that what is this program for. If he forget to give the name, or if he gives that RAM to, suppose the name of this QBasic file is, suppose he gave Unitlate, then what will happen? He will get confused that what is that, means he cannot think that or he cannot identify that which program I am doing or I am opening it. So for that this RAM is used. So not a very complex theme is RAM. So this thing was the RAM. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic, which is let. So what is let topic? Okay, sorry, what I'm typing. Okay, so let. So let is what? Let is suppose let's write here in the bracket to let us understand. It is the remark statement. Remark statement is the RAM, and let is what statement? Let's write let is assignment statement. Okay, sorry. So it is assignment statement. So what is this assignment statement? So it will be confusing to you, so no need of thinking much about it, just listen. So let statement is nothing, just it's assign the program that, suppose this is a numeric or a string variable. So let's write here that how we do write let. So let's at first write line number, then we will be writing let a equals to something maybe something. Okay, so a equals to b also can happen, a equals to 5 also can happen. So line number let a equals to something. So let's do here, let's write here that let a equals to suppose 5, and then press enter and then start. Then if I run my application, then nothing will be shown, because here I have given nothing to show. Okay, so let's function is what? Let's function is to make the computer or to make the program QBasic know that what is a, what is the value of a, and then if I write print, don't need of understanding it now, print suppose a, if I write print a, okay sorry, and then start my program, then just see. Okay, so you can see 5. So what is this 5? I have just instructed the computer that a equals to 5, and then in the next line I told the computer that print a, means a, do not print a, just print 5, because a's value is 5. I instruct the computer to print this a. So what is the let statement just for? So let's write the importance of let statement. So what is the importance of let statement? The importance of let statement is it instructs the computer or the program that what is the value of something. So it instructs the computer or the program that what is the value of something. Let's write ex dot example. For example, we are instructing the computer. We are instructing the computer or the program that a equals to 5 from the below statement. Let's write now statement. So what is the statement? Statement is, suppose I am writing that 10 is the line number, don't confuse it. 10 is the line number, as I have said that at first there is the line number, it is the structure. So let us at first now write structure, structure, structure of basic language. So what is the structure of basic language? So as I have written that line number, then comma, do not give any comma. For explanation, better explanation, I am writing this comma. So line number, then we are going to write program. Then each statement or code must be in another line. So what does it means? Means each and every program, we cannot write this. Suppose I write backspace, then in this line only there is let statement and print statement I am writing. See, a red line appears, and here so this thing is not possible. If I press enter in the next line, then this is possible, because in just a line we cannot just load the program that this thing. If I say you that memorize everything just thoroughly, means everything in the book, everything that is present in the book, just memorize it. Suppose I say you to memorize geography, history, civics at all, then you can't do that. You will be just memorizing it part wise. Okay, at first geography, then this. So that thing is like that. So this means that it must be in another line. So let's move on to the statements. As I have written the statements 10, and then let a equals to 5. If I say this, then some may not understand that what is that. So for that I have written here that we are instructing the computer or the program that a's value is 5. Okay, so I am writing in English alphabet, means English sentence. So let me to instruct the computer about it. So let's move on to the print statement. Now print statement. So what is the print statement? Print statement shows the print said value in the output section. Means input statement shows the said value in the output section. The structure of the print is written as follows. So let's write it. What is the structure? Structure is line number. If I write line number, then let's give one comma, and do not give it comma in the program. Then print, and then double quotes, give your desired thing, and then double quotes close, give your desired thing. Okay, so it's saying to give your desired thing here, give double quotes always. Okay, so now let's write the above statement. The prints the you can say this prints this only prints the variable. This always prints the variable, or what this always prints anything written in the code. It prints anything in the code, but now let's write the below statement do not statement print the below statement do print, but the below statement do print do statement print the strings only. What are the strings? So let us as I have discussed in the previous class, that here what is the string. Okay, so let's open it. So as I have discussed that here strings, I am letting the computer know that A means 65 as A string 65. So what is a string? This thing is a string that is written in you can say late or normally. So normally if I say that $a equals to 5, okay, so here it is showing illegal string number conversion on the line caused or after this thing. Okay, so I think something went wrong. So here let us write here. Okay, so here let us write something that dim A as string. So we have to let this know that let string A as string and just do it as B. Okay, so then B and this print as B, and then $a. Here something went wrong. Let's see here, illegal string number conversion on the current line. Okay, sorry, I have written one variable, so we have to write here so let's write something. So string, so let's leave it now. I think there is one problem in QBasic, so we will be discussing it later. So it is about the letting the computer know that A means 65. So without writing that, we can also write a equals to 5, which is the normal thing, and that only. Okay, so let's move on to our notes, today's notes. Okay, so let's delete it. So as we have written that there are some problems, means the basic language is always okay, but here always these types of things comes. So better you can write let b equals to 5 like this, and let's delete is okay. So in the compiler or the code editor, some problems may appear sometimes, that's why this thing shows. And this is some other thing, QB64 not basic language totally, means it has some other codes, we will be discussing it later. So now let's discuss about the, it prints about only string, means this thing, as I have written that print this, and in the next line I will be writing, okay sorry, print, and here hello, print hello. Then this is the string that I am printing, and this is the variable, or this is the desired thing that I am printing. Okay, so now it means that, and I can write anything. So this has been the print statement. So our print statement is also done. So let's now move on to input statement. Input statement. So what is the input statement? So the input statement, let's write the input statement is used to enter numerical or string data into computer. Okay, so this input statement is used to enter numerical or the string data into the computer. So what is this thing? Let's write it here now. So let's write in our code editor. So input, then here, so without writing that, let's write the statement, or how is this written. So its structure, okay, structure. So what is the structure of input? Input means the line number at first, line number, then comma, do not give comma, just I am writing for that, input, then semicolon, and then in this thing you will be writing, suppose I say hello, or no hello is there, so what is your name, and then give this, as I have said, this is the what, let's see here. So as I have said that, okay, so this thing is supported by the QBasic. So as I have said that this is supported by QBasic in the previous class, so you have to see that at first. Okay, so this symbol is what? It is semicolon. Okay, so this is semicolon. Okay, so let's write that. So I'm writing here the semicolon. Okay, so if I write this semicolon here, then after that we have to write some variables. So what are the variables? As we know that variables are what? Variables are something like that. So we have to list any variable, then variable. Okay, let's present that. Okay, so variable. So now input, suppose I write what is your name. Okay, so what is your name, and then this, then we are writing on variable. Suppose variable I am writing as a, and then okay, sorry, then I execute or run the program, then what will be showing it. So here, what is your name, and cursor will be here because I have put input. So what is the function of input? As we have learned that it makes the computer know that now the user has to write something. Okay, so now I am going to write the, sorry, here. So why I can't write anything here? Because here is one something problem. So what is the problem? There is no problem, just we have to write that if. Now comes our if statement. So input statement, then if statement. Okay, so if in the if statement, what we write? We instruct the program that if the value enter is something, then do that work. So I'm just writing in the language. So it means that it instructs the computer that suppose in the input section someone is writing suppose someone is writing his name as Amit, then print that your title is Sharma. If this thing comes, so we have to instruct that. So let's instruct it. So how to instruct? And there is some criteria of that. So in the if statement, there are some other codes also. So what are the codes? If this equals to this, if suppose I write if number line, so let's write the struct codes also. Else if it includes also else if, then else, and then if. Okay, sorry, ELS. So and if this thing is consist in it, this is optional. You can give else if or you can't give. Means it's not necessary that you have to give, but else and if are the most important thing, and there are other things. And if we have to end it, right? So let's write that if a equals to you can say if a equals to I say 5, then in the next line, if a equals to 5, then in the next line print okay, so you like 5. Okay, so I'm writing so you like 5, and then close it, and then here else if, or just I am writing else if else if a equals to 6, then here print okay, so you like 6, and then print close, and then we will be writing else and then here else we do not have to write anything, because else means rather than f and 6, if anything has been just has been inputted, then what will we react. So then print I do not understand any other thing except 5 and 6. This thing you have to print, and then as you can see that red line is disturbing very much. So what is the problem here? The problem is nothing but we have to give and if. So and if is important. Otherwise if we write some code extra here, then it will just put it will just disturb this if statement. And then if we run it, let's start it. So as I started, you can see that what is your name. If I give as 5, then see what's the reaction. Okay, so you like 5 as I have instructed the computer. Then if I again run it, and if I write 6, then okay, so you like 6, that thing. And if I write okay, sorry, so if I write here something else like this, then I do not understand anything except 5 and 6. So this thing is very easy thing. So I hope that you have understood the codes of basic language, which is the structure of the basic language: rem statement, let statement, then print statement, then input statement, if statement, and then let's write another thing, which is end statement. Okay, so end statement. So what? It instructs the computer that program that you have, okay, sorry, end, and then that the program ends here and none of the code will be accepted later on. So what is the thing really about? Let's write it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here let's just write end as end our means whole program, and if I write print hello, and then here run or execute our program, then see, after we write this, nothing is written, because why? We have ended our program, so it will not accept any other codes here. So this is one tricky thing. Okay, so print hello end. Okay, so let's do it. So this was our program, and let's here write our work. So what is our work here? Let's just copy this. I'm just copying this for you, as you can do that. So it's done. So let's write 1 here, 1, then 2, then here 3, then here 4, then here we can say 5, okay, sorry, 5, then here 6, then here 7 dot dot dot. There is many thing, I'm not writing it now because it will just take some time. So thank you for today. So we will be meeting you in the next video of this basic language only. Okay, so for that time, be safe, be happy, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel to get more interesting videos like this. And then in the comment section, just write that whether if you liked my video or if you can learn anything from my from this tutorial. Then if there is something wrong or something irrelevant in my videos, then you might comment me and let me know that what is the problem. So thank you for today, and bye bye.